good morning. It's Roxanne at home here in Arizona. It's early. It's just after 7, but I'm not even dressed yet or anything, still in my bathrobe, but I'm getting some dinner started in the Crockpot because I want to let it cook all day. I'm doing a roast. So just simple roast in the Crockpot today, nothing special, but my mom had picked up this roast over at the butcher shop. So let's see what I got going on for today. Okay, yeah, like I said, so we got round roast from the butcher shop. Still frozen, but that's okay. I can put it in the Crockpot frozen because it'll cook through the day. And then I'm just going to add in some McCormick slow cooker pot roast mix and a packet of brown gravy mix to make the seasoning. And then a little later on today, I'll add in some potatoes and carrots. All right, so each of these seasoning mixes calls for about a cup of water. I have just a little bit more than that in here. I got about 3 cups. And I'm going to mix them up together first since I'm using a liner in my crock pot. Told you guys I do things very simply. I do a lot of cheats when I'm cooking. But I found that these packaged seasoning mix taste so delicious that there really isn't much more I need to do. I've always used these. They always turn out great. And this cut of meat is really good from the butcher shop, so I expect this to be nice and tender when it gets done. Later this afternoon for dinner, should be great. So you can see all the seasonings in here, all the fun little seasonings. So we're just going to pour that right here into the crock pot. Get that poured in. And then there's some left there. Whoops, let's get the camera set up straight, guys. Sorry. Just get the rest of those in here as well. And then we'll get the roast opened up and put in there as well. All right, here's my roast. Looks really good. It's got a little bit of fat on this side here, but not much. So this is going right here, in here, and we are going to cook this on low for 8 hours. And then we'll be back probably after about 6 hours or so, maybe 5 hours to put in the potatoes and the carrots. So I will turn this off and let it cook. Okay, hi everybody. So I thought I'd just sit down and get my potatoes peeled and ready. Sometimes I leave the skins on, but these have eyes on it, so decided to peel them today. But I was looking around, I lost my little clicker for the phone to stop and start my recording. So that's kind of a bummer. I looked everywhere for it. I don't know where I put it. Guess I'm gonna have to get a new one. Things disappear here a lot. And I've lost my tripod for in the car. I don't know what's wrong with me, you guys. I just lose stuff all the time. But so I went and got my nails done earlier today. Got them a nice Christmas color, red with a little candy cane stripe on that one. And then today I'm just taking it easy today. I think it'll be the first day that I haven't really done anything other than go get my nails done since the kids left. But good day to rest and relax and get ready for the week. It's getting so close to Christmas and the end of the year. And I hate to say that I'm ready for this year to end, but I am, because I am completely out of PTO time at work. I have none left. Well, I think I have 1 hour left. So I really have no time to take for the rest of this year. So at least starting in January, I can take some time off. And I do have some scheduled. So we are gonna go out to my sister's house and in San Diego, my mom and I, and help her start the hunt for her house. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do one more. So that should be fun. Start doing some house hunting out there. She's calling it my vacation house. She says, I'm buying your vacation house. I'm like, okay, that's good with me. I can deal with that. As long as I got somewhere to go. Spend some time with my sister and spend some time at the beach. I'm good with that. If I could afford to buy one there myself, I would do that. All right, fried potatoes. I think I'm good. I'm gonna cut these up and then cut some carrots up, and those are gonna get put into the pot roast there. And we'll see how things are going in a couple of hours when it's cooked. But so far so good. It's starting to smell good. All right, guys, I'm gonna turn this off, and I lost my clicker, so I'm gonna stick my hand up here. All right. So tell me, guys, what do you put in your beef stews or your pot roast? Do you just put potatoes, or do you put other things in them? Do you put other vegetables or just potatoes and carrots? Typically, all I ever put in there is just the potatoes, carrots. I don't put onions because I'm not really a big fan of onions, so I don't usually put that in. My kids never liked them either. So we always just did carrots and potatoes. I used to like cook the potatoes all day long when it was in the stew, because I would throw it in the crock pot and then head out to work, and then it would be done by the time I got home from work. But since I'm doing it on a weekend and I'm not going into the office for work, I didn't need to stick them in there all day. Probably would get done better if I did. They should be okay this way, right? Right. Look at the pot's filling up there. The roast is cooking pretty good. Got some of these little baby carrots, which, you know, you could just leave them whole like this, but kind of nice to just cut them in half a little bit. Just a wee bit. But, is everybody ready for Christmas? Do you have all of your shopping done and your meal planned? So we're going to just do a nice, easy meal over at Mom's house this year. We have a prime rib planned for dinner. Probably some mashed potatoes and gravy and some dessert. Not sure what we're doing for dessert. Haven't really had a chance to talk about that yet. So I know that for Thanksgiving rather, she wanted to make she found a copycat recipe for the carrot cake cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory. So she wanted to do that, but didn't get a chance to get that made. So maybe for Christmas, if she's feeling okay, we can do that, and maybe I can help her with that. So, all right, here is our stew. This is my pot roast. It's getting done pretty good. I'm going to flip it over though, so that the other side gets in the liquid. And we're gonna let this cook for a few more hours. I think I'm actually gonna, it's cooking on low. I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and put it on, was that like 3 hours and 15 minutes? I think I'm gonna set it back up to 4 hours and let it cook another 4 hours. Hopefully that'll be enough. It's only noon, so that should give us a good time till dinner. Okay, that's all I put in mine, guys. Let me know what you put in yours. Well, I think my pot roast, is hot. I think it's done, you guys. Look at that bubbly goodness. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to let it cool down a little bit. That looks yummy. All done. Time for dinner. All right, everybody. So, dinner is served. There's my pot roast. Super tender, you guys. It just shredded right apart. And then the potatoes and the carrots. So I put a little bit of salt and pepper to this. So let's give it a try. Perfect. All right, you guys, this is what's for dinner tonight. Pot roast with potatoes and carrots. You all have a great day. Thanks for joining me again today. Love y'all. Take care. God bless. This is Roxanne at home here in Arizona. Bye.